There we go. Hi,
Hi,
everybody.
woohoo! Back to Fun Friday night. Woo-hoo. Grab a snack, something to drink, and
I
chit
have
chat with us.
I have a little bit of water left. I might have to vacate and go get a drink. I was
Gotcha.
too worried about getting Heidi's snacks set up.
Mm.
Watching Child's Play.
Oh,
She's gonna watch 1 and 2
uh-huh.
is on, and then tomorrow I'm going up to Kurt's for a while, and then when I get home, we're gonna watch Hocus Pocus and then Hocus Pocus 2.
Mm.
So she's excited about that. Now I have that Hocus Pocus palette from last year, ColourPop, and I've never
Right.
used it. It's too many shimmers. There's 1, 2, 3. There's 15 pans, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mats, and they don't go with the shimmer. Like, they don't complement the shimmers. I was pissed.
Actually,
Pretty colors.
I think a few can work.
Like, these 3 are matte, that one's a matte, and that one's a matte.
Those
It's
two
like
colors with those two purple mats.
and this is a dark brown. It looks purple. This is purple. This is dark brown. This is like a greenish brown almost. And then, that's like burnt orange and then tan.
Right.
It's really hard to make like a look with just these mats.
That's true.
I mean, you could do that and that together, even though that's cool tone and that's warm tone.
But you can do it.
And then put the shimmer in the middle. But what shimmer are you going to pick? Maybe this gold one. And you would have to do an all purple eye and then just do that purple shimmer because there's nothing to go that's matte that goes with this. Because even though this looks pink on here, it's not. It's like tan.
I did a couple looks out of that.
I was just mad. I thought, I don't know, it's ColourPop. I thought they were going to do, I thought it was going to be better. And I love ColourPop. I don't have a problem with their shadow, and the performance of them isn't bad. It's the color. Like, I would have picked, I don't know. This is not what reminded me of Hocus Pocus.
I was thinking more.
I thought there would have been like a green row with a matte and shimmer to match, and then a brown row for what's her name, and then a purple row at the bottom with shimmers to match, like lighter shimmers or like plum purple, a black, a lavender, and then some really like a lavender type shimmer. Hey, Diego.
Hey, Christine.
How are you?
Tired. I just got home from my parents.
My husband probably thinks I'm crazy. I was watching the not the last one, second to the last episode of
the 7 Days to
Die, and that thing came running across that I wasn't sure what it was. That
Which
looked like
one?
a bear, but you said it was a wolf.
Oh, the dire wolf?
Yeah, I start screaming, "Kill it! Shoot it!" And he's like, "What the hell?"
Dire wolf. And then that's when I put the clip. Oh, hell no!
Yeah, and you say that, and then I'm like, my thing is, what the F is that? Like, when it came, as soon as I seen it, I was like, what the fuck is that? And Matt's just looking at me. I'm like, Diego, kill it.
Yeah, I'm trying to. And I'm like, I'm trying to.
Go get a cup of coffee and calm down. So I replayed it. I rewound it. I'm like, look at this thing. What the hell is that thing?
Yep, this is like, something new added to the latest version. The zombie dire wolf.
At first I thought it was a bear. Like when it first come running across, I'm like, that's a bear. And then I wasn't sure. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. The Horde Nights are crazy in this one.
Yeah.
They're really intense.
Yep. And so I had to think like the pros again.
Right. I think you did a good job. I think that
nice cat ears, Alex.
Huh?
Nice cat ears, Alex.
Thank you.
I got my witch legs on.
The witch legs.
True.
Yeah.
Where's your hat?
I don't. I just got
I
my hair
cannot
cut,
find
so I
my
don't.
cat
I don't have my
ears.
hat on.
Oh,
And I'm thinking it's because my granddaughter had them on her head, and she might have went home with them on her head.
Yeah, I'm only gonna be on for this first hour because I am just so tired.
Yeah, you look tired. You work today?
Yes, and then I had to go to my parents. Do hang with them, and then get my hair cut, and then drive back.
Did your parents live far away from you?
45 minutes away.
Oh, geez. Yeah, my son lives about 20 minutes away from me, and that's enough. You know.
I know y'all two haven't talked in a while, so go ahead and talk while I'm eating hot fries.
Hot fries. Yeah, I know it has been a while. So, yeah, Christine,
Well, I'm enjoying your schedule. Like I'm really enjoying the schedule on the gaming.
There's a reason
to watch the other game a little bit too, as because I like to take my time with it, so I understand the story.
And there's a reason why I've been uploading just the 7 Days to Die videos each day. There's a reason behind that, which I want to get it off my chest during the time I'm using right now. And I feel like and the stream here tonight is the perfect time because I feel safer to share this.
Okay.
Because right now I shared it my story with Alex, and now this is a safe place to share with all of y'all.
Right.
Now I'm just trying to get my words together to.
Okay, take your time. Take a deep breath.
Let me get my water as well.
All right. So where did you get that cup, the Black Cat cup that I saw you have the other day?
Target.
All right.
Or Target, as my brother calls it.
Target. That's what my mom calls it too. Target.
So fancy.
And these crickets, do you guys hear them?
I sometimes hear a cricket outside.
They are so loud. I had to like close the window down to this. It's only cracked this much because and there's something out there that's making a different noise than a cricket, like a buzzing noise. And it's so annoying. It's like it's one of them buzzy noises that give you the shivers. Mm-hmm. It's really creepy, especially if it lands on the window. So hopefully it doesn't do that while we're filming.
There we go. I'm going to go ahead and turn my light above.
I should turn mine down a little bit. There we go. I just got out of my hair is soaked. It's like dripping down my back.
So, all right. Gonna try my best to begin at the beginning on why I just been uploading each episode each day, and there's gonna be one tomorrow and Sunday as well.
Okay, lovely. All right.
All the way to episode 40. Because that's the last one I made. Because the reason for that is, well, I've been looking at my history of my current channel, and a majority of the subscribers I have aren't even mine. Like what I feel. Like it's more like, pulling out a cheat sheet throughout my early growth years.
Right.
This because I started being something different before I found my real passion.
Right.
And I began to. Why am I hearing my voice?
It does that every once in a while.
Oh. And I began to notice that, like I've been looking closely, and then I'm like, and then and my sub count continues to drop, and then with the history, and I'm like, perhaps these subscribers that I feel like are not even mine, it's been holding back my growth.
Right.
And that's when I came to a decision like I'm going to start fresh, new channel, truly dedicated to what I love.
Right.
You know, like yeah, because I'm being honest with myself as a content creator.
I mean, why would you start all the way like fresh and lose all those subscribers? Or are you willing to do that? And
I'm
then
willing to do that
that's
because
what you want.
I want to do what I love, to be known for what I love to do, and
Right.
earn them the right way. Because I fall into some traps, like the old sub for sub traps. I fell for those in the past, and I'm like, that's not how I should earn them.
Right.
And but I want, yeah, and if you because put it this way, it's like the devil continues to grip that.
Right.
And
See, I feel like
by cutting that off, I can start.
I'm changing my channel. Like I'm not just doing makeup. I'm throwing other stuff in there too. And I noticed I've lost a couple subscribers over that, and I'm fine with that. But right now, I'm under 300 subscribers, so I'm comfortable with that. And I let it be known, if you're not comfortable with the direction the channel's going in, you can go ahead and unsubscribe. You're not going to hurt my feelings, because I'd rather have somebody there that actually watches me than, even if they can't watch the whole video, at least skim through it and watch the part you like, but I get what you're saying. But I'll join your new channel.
Yeah.
When are you doing that?
So, right as soon as as soon as episode 40 is finally posted.
Gotcha.
So I'm trying to get them quickly out there, because I don't want to start right away and still be in the middle of a series that I was still working on.
Right.
Because
now, is your channel going to stay game related?
Yes, and also, like advice and stories, gaming and advice, along with advice and stories.
Now, how did your channel start out?
I was a football channel, like giving my live reactions to watching the NFL games of watching the Dallas Cowboys. That's how I first started, and that's how the growth began. And
well, I can imagine that, because you're funny. Because I can imagine you reacting to something because you're hilarious. Well,
this was before I found my true passion, what I really want to do. Because just somewhere inside him, like, it just wasn't fitting.
I mean, I can understand that. And anyone that, like, when you make the transition, if you tell the people that are on your channel right now, I'm starting a new channel and this one's going to be closed down. Not closed down, but
I will plan to make that community post once I have the new channel live. Right.
And then whoever, the gamers are going to come over with you.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm not gonna straight up announce that. I'm not gonna straight up I'm not gonna straight up giving away all the secrets before it's fully developed.
Right.
So, because I want it to be fully ready before I actually unveil it.
Right. That makes sense.
And this is why I'm sharing it here, where it's safe, because I don't want to give any ammunition to attack.
Oh, I get you on that one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do not give. I'm rather not give my enemies any ammunition to attack.
I agree with that 100%.
That's when people tell me, "Hey, I'm gonna talk to you." I'm like, "Go ahead, safe place."
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Now I just hope Snowflower will hear this news too.
Mm-hmm. Where is Snow? Is that?
To the toilet?
Is anyone here? No, they're not yet.
There's two people watching.
I have the live chat popped up, and I have your stream on a tab too.
Thank you.
I had to take the stream the YouTube stream down off my tab because it was causing feedback.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Even though I put the sound down, it seemed like it was causing some kind of echo.
Yeah. Somebody used to do that and it drives me nuts. And make it look like, oh, did you do that?
In order to make things easier to find my new channel, I'm going to change, the handlebar and the screen and adjust the screen name. The handlebar is going to be official Starman 715 because it's going to be my new official dedicated channel.
Right.
And then I will change the screen name to all lower caps on my screen name, as you see, and that way I can make this current screen name available to my new channel.
Right. That makes sense.
One step ahead. Alex.
What? So I was hearing something up in the kitchen.
Meow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where my cat is. She caught a mouse. So let me tell you the story so you can laugh too.
Okay. I'm listening.
So she has these little fake mice that she plays with. They have like catnip in them, but they look like real mice. They're about the same size as a little field mouse. They're gray. So I see her flipping it around, right? I'm not thinking anything of it. And then she brings it over and lays it down by my feet. So I bend down and I was like, here you go. And I flung it. And when I did, I was like, man, that's really wet. That was really wet. Like, she's not a slobbery cat. You know what I mean? I was like, that felt really weird. And she was like, and I was like, what's the matter? And she goes running over and her tail went into like the question mark tail. And she starts bringing it back and I get to really looking at it. And I'm like, oh no. That's a real mouse. I'm like, oh my God. And its little teeth all sticking out. I'm like,
oh wow.
So then she lays it back down and I'm like, okay. She's like gifting it to me. So now I'm gagging, like to myself, I'm like gagging, thinking, oh God, now I got to pick this thing up. So I get a piece of paper towel and I pick it up and I go, like that. And I like put it behind my back and I run to the garbage can. Like, and she's all happy thinking I ate it. And she's going like, but, like doing this weird noise. And I'm like gagging in the garbage can. And Matt's like, what the hell is wrong with you? I'm like, that was a real mouse.
When you said that she popped up, oh, what is what I knew? When you said that, like, oh shit, she got a lot.
And it must have came under my screen door. Because I have like this little strip, the weather strip.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the kids bashed it off. So I ordered a new one for the bottom of the door, but it hasn't been put on yet. So there's a little gap, only about that big, at the back kitchen door. And I'm thinking it came in and she nailed it. I mean, because
good for her.
There's like no sign of mice or anything. Because then, of course, I freaked out. I'm like, oh my God, we got mice. You know how you get that in your head, and I don't want that. But I started really looking around and I pulled all my pots and pans out, looked in the bottom of the cupboards for poop, because that's going to be your first sign, nothing. So it had to come in the screen door, that porch. But yeah, she was so proud of herself when she thought I ate that thing. I was like, oh God. And me, once I get to gagging, I'm done. So I'm laughing and gagging.
Yeah.
And that's like, you're just not right.
That was hilarious.
Oh.
But yep, wasn't expecting that.
Wow.
Yeah. The last thing I did was to get rid of it. I want everyone to know I am fine. It's just that what happened that day kind of got me into a bad mood because of what the kids had said. So that kind of triggered my seasonal depression. And it came a little bit early because of that.
Yeah. I sent you a bunch of
Yeah.
tips and tricks because
Last year
I
wasn't
get
so,
that.
last year it wasn't so bad because we had to deal with you know who. And then of course the new relationship I got into that helped a huge part because Babe has really been there for me emotionally, and he keeps me calm about 99.9
Right.
of the
And
time.
last year too, I didn't get as affected as I usually do because that's new to me because I lived in Florida up until 2012.
Mm-hmm.
And then up here, I mean, when winter hits, the skies are gray and it's just dim for months on end. The first year was rough. They tried to help me giving me antidepressants and they
I
just
don't do
weren't
that.
working. And they made me more like, I don't even know how to describe it, like more angry, if that makes sense. It was like
Yeah.
opposite. So I weaned back off and I went to this homeopath lady and then she suggested certain teas and I sent you the link to the one that I like that has worked for me. But there's another list. I was looking for it, but I couldn't find it and I'll share it with you. But like light therapy, making sure you take your multivitamin, taking a walk, even though it sucks sometimes outside, like because it's cold, it helps me. Like just put a hoodie on, walk out the door and just walk and then come back. It don't have to be a long walk. Go sit and have my morning coffee in the morning sunlight, even if it's 13 degrees out. When you're in the sun, it don't feel like that as long as it's not real windy. But get some actual natural sunlight on your face and don't use sunscreen so your body can absorb.
That's what
make
I do
vitamin
every.
So
That's what I
you
do
need the
every single.
vitamin D.
Yeah,
That's what I do every single day is go outside, no matter what. But that was Saturday when it was it Friday or Saturday when that bullshit happened. Because it made me feel from the boys that they didn't want me because one of the boys said to me, I'm scared of you. That's why I don't want to be near you because I'm scared of you. And that really hurt the fuck out of me.
right.
Because I did so much for them. And it was just, it got to the point that I was getting
And how old are they?
11, going on 12.
That could just be a kid thing.
Well,
You know what I mean? Like sometimes they say stuff and they don't
the
actually mean that.
well, this kid does fucking mean it, by the way.
Okay.
He's narcissistic. That's all I gotta say about that kid.
Okay.
Because he started a stupid ass mind game, which I hate so much, and he was getting in trouble that day. Not just by me, by his daddy.
Right.
So what he said to me was just like, because I already whooped his ass the first time. And I was like, because I was like, fuck it. I'm tired of you disrespecting your daddy. I'm tired of you disrespecting me. That's what I did. And that kind of a little bit, I was fine. But it got to the point that it was just way too much. And I was like, fine, I'm getting so tired of this. And when he said it, I said, fine, I'm giving myself a damn fucking year and I'm moving out because I'm tired of dealing with this.
Right.
It made my brother pissed off as hell. But it was just like, it kick-started something that it shouldn't have kick-started at all. Because that's way too early for that, for me. Because of that. And it was just like, because usually end of October, around there, it kind of starts. But it was just like, what the hell? And it brought up some emotions of like, I'm tired of being treated like shit by any who I became close to, basically, which I know you two and Jessica and Snow wouldn't do that.
Right.
I know Gabe wouldn't do that, definitely. I know, and definitely he won't do that. But it's just like, I don't give a shit at this point about talking about this person anyway. I'm tired of hiding who the fuck I'm talking about. What Shar did last year was piss me off because what she did, and it kind of hurt me of what she did. She hurt me for what she did. And I'm like, I've been very kind to you. I've been very nice to you. So what did what did I do wrong to her?
Right. I don't know. I don't understand it either.
And it really, like, I didn't want to do a video because we both talked about it.
Right.
And I said, yeah, you don't want this and that. And I'm just tired of being in the shadows with it, because what she did through that year of last year, it brought up so many bad memories.
Right.
And it's just like, and what she did last time was make me feel like a bad guy when I wasn't.
Right.
And that just lost, when she did that, I said, fuck it. I'm not dealing with that. I said, no, I already did with this once. I'm not doing this again. And luckily I had you two and Jessica.
Right.
And also what kind of hurt is like, Diego knows, because we talked about it. It kind of, with her, how she put it with Diego, that she knew him and everything else, like the way she did, but still awes me or thing, it's like, she made me second guess who my friends were.
Right.
And all. And it's just, it's basically like, you know, I have this hot Cheeto on this hot cheese. It made me second guess a lot of things. And when I talked to Diego about it and everything, he completely understood. And it made me feel bad too of what I was doing. It was just like, I'm second guessing a lot of shit. That's what my first abuser did. She was nice to me, and then all she did just play these mind games and made me second guess everything. And it was doing it. I said, no, I'm not doing this. And when I dropped her as a friend completely, I was fine with it.
Right.
I didn't like how she talked about other Christians. I didn't like how she talked about a lot of shit.
Right.
And it just made me, I'm like, yeah, I don't want this kind of person in my life. I don't want this negativity. And that's what I was dealing with on that Saturday. Like, I'm tired of hiding of shit.
Right.
I'm tired of being the one who's being the bigger person. I actually, people said, you gotta be the bigger person. I said, I'm tired of being the bigger person, because I'm tired. Every single time I'm the bigger person, I'm still treated as I am nothing but something somebody to step on.
Right.
And I'm not that kind of person that you step on anyway.
Right.
And it came to the point, I was like, and it was just like, yeah, no, I'm not dealing with this. I'm tired of hiding the fact who I was talking about the longest time. I'm just like, yeah, I'm tired of this. And I'm just like, I wish her for the best, but that's about it.
Right. I can understand that, because I felt, everybody knows that knows me knows I have autism. So I'm not always the greatest at picking up social cues, like knowing when somebody's being a dick to me verbally, especially if it's over text. Now, if it's talking like we are right now, I'll pick up on it more. Like if you're angry or if you're upset with me, because I've learned to watch people's faces and their body language to know if they're comfortable with me or if they're angry with me. You know, that's how I had to learn. So a lot of times when there was things written in text, I wasn't sure. So I would have my son read it. Read this, what she said to me. Is she being mean to me, or am I just taking it the wrong way or whatever? But then after the video that she did after she had the seizure, and was so mean about us being concerned, like she was angry that we were concerned and condescending. And I put on that, I did put a comment like, that was me. I was concerned. Sorry, I didn't know that you don't have emergency meds or whatever, but why are you being so mean about it? There's no we were all concerned, but yet you're upset over that. Like, I didn't get it. So I had my son watch the whole video, our whole live. And then I showed him the video she made, and he's like, well, why is she acting like that? I said, I don't know. I'm going to distance myself. And that's what I did. I started just pulling back. Now I'm not rude. I won't be rude to her or mean to her.
No,
And
neither.
I want her to be successful. And, like she's doing pretty good with her channel. And I'm happy for her, but I'm just going to keep my distance a little bit. Like she asked me if I wanted to be in a collab. And then I said, yes, I will do it. I'll try to come up with something because I felt sorry for her. And then she went in and made this video, like how you speak to text, the little thing, and said, Christine wanted to join, and that's okay with me. Well, I let my son listen to that. And he said to him, that sounded like she didn't really want me there, but I asked to join, and that's okay with her. And she hopes it's okay with everybody else. That's how my son took it. So I said to them, I'm in enough collabs as it is. I don't have time, which I really don't, to make like a feature like that. I'm just bowing out. Because my son said that was just rude.
It is rude, but she makes it look like it's our idea when it wasn't.
Right.
And that's what pissed me off.
I have the text right here.
It pissed the fuck with me off. Every rule I sit on the live streams, no politics, no nothing like this. What she does brings it in.
Right.
No negativity. Because how many times she was so damn negative about the live stream? We heard Johnny having fun, being in some way, shape, or form. Oh, like the last time you were showing your comic books.
Right.
Oh, like something like, I'm at this fucking point. Who gives a shit?
Right. Oh, hey, I want to show you guys something that I picked up that is so cute.
Yeah. Okay, show me. Show us.
Let me see where I put it. Because I'm crazy. I just had it in here.
Don't tell me you lost it already.
I probably did. Hold on. I'll grab it. Oh, here it is.
Oh, yeah. There was something I forgot to mention. I was talking about my transition.
Mm-hmm.
The channel memberships, I will still keep those up until if my new dedicated channel reaches to the point that I can unlock memberships.
Okay.
I will still keep that up, but just like I said, that is your decision to keep that membership. That's all your choice, 100%.
Okay. So I play Animal Crossing,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
So. It's an Animal Crossing cookbook. Now you get recipes in Animal Crossing that you make, to earn merit, and it's all the recipes that they give you in Animal Crossing, but they're real.
Inspired by Animal Crossing.
Yes, and so because of that, there's Japanese recipes, American recipes, there's Chinese, Vietnamese, there's some Mexican recipes in here, and then there's all kinds of desserts from all over the world, like Russia, England, Japan, Mexico. It's really fun. So me and my grandson, my grandson, he's taking culinary class. He just loves to cook. So we're going to try some of these from other countries. We want to try just taste other countries' food. And these are perfect and it's easy to read. And what I like is they give you nice pictures so you know what it's going to look like, or should look like when you're done. But yeah, and it's all different. Like I said, all different countries. We found some German food, Russian food, Mexican food, Japanese, Chinese, Vietnamese, but Belgian. They have some kind of Belgian, not Belgian waffles, because that's where my brain goes. But it's a different dessert. It's kind of like a pocket. It looks like a hot pocket filled with fruit, and it looks really easy to make. And the pastry looks like really fluffy, and you bake it in the oven. So we're gonna try that one. But we want to come up with something like have a day like a family day, and make a bunch of the recipes and just try it, so everybody gets to, try it out. So I thought that was fun.
Nice. For a moment, Alex looked like she's about to throw fire from all the hot all the hot fries
You
she's
all right?
eating.
Did you get a hot bite there or what?
Yeah,
I think I
she had
breathed
to,
and
she had to
chewed
turn
at the
away from the
same
camera
time
to use flamethrower.
Yeah.
and everything. And what's so bad? Some of the stuff went up my nose.
Ooh. See, I had spicy
Through
food
my mouth was
yesterday.
so bad.
I guess it must be I guess it must be smoke. Guess it must be the
right.
smoke from her flamethrower.
I had spicy food yesterday, and that's how this was. Our friend made it for us. And every once in a while, man, you would bite into it, and it was like, whew. I don't mind spicy food. I like spicy
I
food.
love spicy food.
Some of the bites were like, whoa, what the hell did she put in there? Like, you'd get a bite of something. It was like,
I love
man,
spicy
your
food.
eyes would start watering. I was sweating. I was like, damn, girl, I love spicy food. But
Excuse me.
every couple bites, there was something in there that knocked your socks off. You would start sweating. And I was like, I told you I woke up with a heartburn. I was like, wow, I never get heartburn.
Well, with spicy, I like spicy, but I don't like it when it's too spicy. I have to drink sweat every single gulp.
Yeah, I don't like something that hot.
I don't like that damn
No.
hot. Jim
'Cause
got
I feel
some.
like
We
then the
used to
hot
get.
ruins the taste.
Yeah.
Jim, one time we have We have a couple of wing places we go to, and this wing place is where you can get different sauces, to teriyaki, to whatever, right, to the hottest ones, right? So
Right.
he got Nashville music wings. That shit, he says, oh, you need to try this. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I knew it was hot. So I took a bite. I was like this. I'm going to give it back to him. I said, what's wrong? I said, that's too fucking hot, dude. What the fuck? I said, I'm sorry, drink like that thing.
See, that's why I don't understand, like, people that eat those, like, ghost peppers, like, for a challenge.
Oh my gosh.
Why do you want to do that?
I
And
will.
It makes
'Cause
you
I'm
wonder.
sure-
It makes me
I'm
wonder.
sure if you took-
What are they trying to prove?
I don't know. I don't get it. I'm sure if you took a ghost
Not
pepper,
die?
one ghost pepper, and chopped it up finely and put it into a sauce where it's not the only thing you're eating, it probably brings a nice heat to it, and you can actually taste the sauce. But just to sit and eat something so hot that you can't taste whatever it's
Like
poured
it's
on.
like just straight out of the plant.
Yeah, like I never understood like death wings. Oh, eat these hot death
A lot of
wings.
people don't understand with ghost
Well,
peppers.
you don't taste the chicken wing at all. Because
No,
your mouth's on
what's
fire.
so bad with the ghost peppers? They have to sign a waiver.
And I mean they had that.
And Carolina Reapers.
You got one chip in a bag, that chip challenge. They pulled them from the shelves. Kids were like keeling over from that. It was
Those are idiots.
that's
Really?
insane.
Hey, the kids were killing themselves with Tide Pods.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Survival of the fittest.
Yeah. All these crazy things people do, and what are they trying to prove?
I don't know. I don't.
That's just so.
I
That's
don't
that's something
understand.
there's no answer for.
Yeah, I don't understand it. 'Cause I'll see, like, I'll flip through TikTok once in a while, and then I'll see the kids doing these weird challenges, and I'm like, somebody's gonna get killed. Like some of the stuff
Yep.
they're doing, and I'm like,
Or
Oh, yeah.
or sent to the
why are they
hospital.
doing that? And why is TikTok allowing that? It's clearly dangerous. Although this person didn't get hurt, the chance of them getting hurt is
Mhm.
way up there. Why is that even allowed to become a challenge? Like, why isn't TikTok monitoring more of that? Like, okay, maybe you shouldn't ride your skateboard while on a moving train. I'm like, why would you do that? Why would you get on a train, wait for it to start going, and then ride your skateboard across the top of it and not think that you're not going to get hurt if you fall? And what if there's another train coming the other way and you fall? You might survive the fall. If not, but you could get hit by another. Like, I don't get it. I don't think, like, why do they think that's cool? Or eating a Tide Pod. Like, who the hell does shit like that?
Yeah.
My kids were little. You told them, don't eat that. That's poison. They just didn't eat it. And they didn't root around in the laundry room going, oh, wow, this is where we do our laundry. I guess I'm going to find something to eat in here. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell?
Yeah, and this is what social media has become in this
Yes.
generation. It's
It's
becoming
scary.
a bad
It's
influence.
Ding,
People
ding,
making-
ding, social
making people-
media.
Yeah, like,
making
do they
people
go
do
out
something
and
crazy
play?
things, and all these crazy things, and it makes me want to say this line. That's stupid. Use your common sense.
Right.
That's the point.
Don't ride your skateboard on a moving train. Hello.
That's the point. They don't have common sense.
No,
No.
not
They're
only
not taught common sense. They say, oh, you got to know this in school, but common sense becoming extinct.
and the bullying is so out of control.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It just seems like our children, teenagers and children are angry. And I feel like social media is the blame. Like,
Yeah.
it puts all these ideas in their head to be violent and mean. And I just don't I don't know. 'Cause
And they
Technology.
just walk around going, "Oh, look at me! I just did this challenge. I'm unstoppable." That sort of thing.
yeah.
It's crazy.
You know, it's one thing to do a dance challenge. That's cute and nobody's getting hurt. But it's another thing to ride your skateboard on a train or eat a Tide Pod or whatever, you know. And then I can't remember the other one. It was some kind of drink that killed a kid. That they were all
cinnamon challenge.
The what?
Yeah.
Cinnamon
and
challenge.
Things like this can also lead to a lot of hazing.
Yep. That cinnamon challenge is very dangerous.
Oh, a big spoonful of cinnamon straight up into the mouth.
Yep, very
Like,
dangerous. Because of
Yeah.
the powder, yeah. Because you
Yeah,
can
so
breathe it.
powder.
Yeah,
It
because it
doesn't
can get
get
into your
moisture.
lungs easily.
Yes. Yeah, that was one of the most stupid ones. It's crazy that
Or the drinking a gallon of milk.
I don't know. It's just some of the weird things that come up.
It's just that, I don't know. Parents also not regulating their kids too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like my son's kids.
It leads to the
They have-
parenting.
They have screen time, only certain allotted time.
Yep, same with
And they
twins.
love to game. They love to game and all that, but their screen time includes gaming or television. You can choose. You can watch TV, or you can use that whole 3 hours. It's on the weekends. It's 3 hours a day. During the weekday, during school, it's 2 hours a day. So they can choose to watch a show and maybe game for an hour, or game for 2 hours,
hmm
or whatever. And at first I was like, well, that's kind of strict, but my grandsons really enjoy playing outside though too. And both of them can build stuff. Both of them can cook. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So they're
Yeah,
not glued
Mhm.
to a screen.
That's what's wrong with the kids these days, I believe, is that the parents are too damn lazy to take care of their kids, making sure that, and the first thing they do, I've seen so many parents at my job handing their phone or their kid with a tablet so they can be quiet. The
Right.
teaching.
And I think what the social media has affected adults too, because
Oh, it does.
you always want to be
Yes.
plugged in, knowing what's going on. And then I really just feel like the way society is right now, like both parents have to work. You have to have something to entertain the kids. Do you know what I mean? And then you leave them with a sitter because two parents are working. What's the babysitter do? Hands them a tablet. Here, be quiet. You know what I mean? I think it's just all of it entwined.
It is.
And you know, like my youngest granddaughter, I mean, glued to a screen, constant.
Jasper, if we didn't do that with Jasper, he would be.
Yeah. Kurt,
He
my son
gets-
Kurt, his
It-
kids, they put it right away, screen limitations right away.
with Gage and Jasper, not as much as Gage, as much any. He's getting to that point that he's getting like his brother Jasper. Jasper, if you tell him he can't have Kindle that day, he will scream his head off.
Hmm.
That the Kindle is the most important damn thing.
I mean, my one grandson's 16 and the other one's 14. and they have phones, but they're only allowed to have them certain times. Like if they're going, like say to their friend's house, they're allowed to have their phone to call home, but they're not. They hand their phones over because they're not allowed to have them on at all times.
The twins have they have an hour of TV. Both of them do. And then whatever time they earn for their Kindle is what they get. But for them now, it's like, it's not enough. I said, what did you do to earn that? Well, we did this. I said, then that's not enough because you have to ask your freaking chores. You think you deserve more time because you half-ass? No.
Right.
And it's like, especially with Jasper, man, when it comes to school, he's like, he thinks his daddy is kidding. Gage got an A in math for his progress report.
Nice.
But Jasper, who's the smart one, who is very intelligent, got a C. Because his priorities is fucking messed up. Because Jim says, hey, Jim called me and says, oh, can you come down here? I'm like, yeah, sure. No, he says, Gage wants to show your progress report. And I see it. And I said, oh, way to go, Gage. I knew you could do it. I know you could do it. I hear Jasper whining. I looked down and Jim has it where I couldn't see it. I said, okay, go see Jasper's. I looked at him like, what the hell? You have us. And I'm here looking. I said, so you got to see. Jasper started crying. And he said, Jim goes like this. Boy, you're lucky she's not going AWOL on your ass and go really crazy. She's
right.
Calm. And right now, that should be scary for you that she's calm like this. And
what subject did he get to see in?
Math.
Now, is he in a different grade than the other boy?
No, they're in the same grade. Is that Jasper is very intelligent. Jasper and Gage are very intelligent.
Okay, so before we jump to like maybe he's not applying himself or whatever, could it be the way it's being taught?
No.
That he's not understanding it.
What he thinks he thinks he's smarter than me. Let's say this. I'm really good at math. And I was trying to teach him how to do multiplication, double, triple digits.
Right.
And I said, okay, do 369 times 300, whatever, or 127. And I was showing him, he says, how'd you get this number? I'm like, you have to do the third number too with this one. But that's not how our teacher taught us to take away this. I'm like, dude, what he likes to do, he does not care. As long as he get it done fast.
They're teaching math different because my grandson showed me something and I'm looking at him going, that's the way your teacher put it on the board. He goes, yeah, and I don't understand
with Jasper, he can show you what you're doing. He can show you how you do it, and he gets it right. The problem is that he's going so fast, he does not care if he gets the answer wrong because I was giving him worksheets for him.
Right.
And everything. He got done with 2 worksheets within about 10 minutes. All of them were wrong. And when you tell him that he got it wrong, he flips out completely. No, I got this right. I said, let me redo this. No, you got it wrong. And everything else. He wants to get it done so fast that he can go outside and play. That's his main priority, is to play.
Right.
Not doing his work correctly. And it showed us that what he was doing was, I told him his biggest priority is playing.
Right. So he's rushing through it. He's probably rushing through his homework, and that's probably 50% of his grade is his homework. And the homework's coming all wrong, but in school, he's getting stuff right.
But his test is also, he does the same thing with his test. He gets done fast, and he doesn't care. He thinks he's Mr. Right. He thinks he's Mr. Smarter than Auntie, and that's what pisses me off with the kids, with them too. They think I'm stupid.
Yeah, that's a typical kid thing, though.
Yeah.
Don't let it get to you.
I don't let them get to me. I just shut them up. That's what I do. But what the problem is, they think they're so smart. They think they're like this. And I'm like, dudes. And everybody tells them if they have trouble with math, you go to Auntie. Auntie knows this stuff. Now I tell them, if you need help, I can help you. If I can't help you, we'll find a way to help you.
Right.
And
I will
every
be
time
right back. I'm going to go get a drink.
okay.
All right.
So I've tried my hardest and everything else, and I'm just like, dude, I'm tired. And that's what happened with Jasper. And I told Jim, I said, Jim, you know his priorities. If he doesn't get that C up to at least a B, we're gonna take what it hurts. It's like no playtime, no Kindle, no nothing. All he's gonna be doing is sit on his ass and study till he gets that grade up. Because there's no reason for him to have a C.
Nope. That's all on him.
Mm-hmm.
He has no one to blame but himself.
And he's like, if I even told him then I fail him, then I will fail him. I said, go ahead and fail him. It's in math. It's not me that's going to get in trouble. It's going to be you getting in trouble by daddy. Because Jim's all about that education.
Yep, and the last thing he needs is to repeat the same grade all over again.
Mm-hmm. It's just crazy.
And might I add to what Christine was mentioning about how social media affects adults too?
Yeah.
And it's also become something for instant dopamine.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Okay. But it's crazy how these kids think, oh, okay, you're so smart in school, but you're so dumb in real life.
Yep. I didn't get to where I am just by being dumb.
Oh, I know that. As in these kids thinks, as in, at least back then when we were growing up, they were teaching us educational, but also common sense. Now it's just like, this cheese is not melty no more. This is like my go-to snack with the hot fries.
I see.
I love it.
What is that?
It's so good.
Ah, cheese dip.
Uh-huh. My go-to snack.
We all need our go-to snacks. And well, right now I just have a go-to drink, and that's an iced coffee. Can I get a coffee from this coffee pot?
It's been a while that you've been on the live stream.
Yeah, it's been a while. If I wasn't so tired, I would be on longer.
I don't know.
And you got a hairball.
No, it's the spice going down my throat.
You throw
me.
breathing fire.
Yeah, babe would probably be laughing at me.
I'm sure you would.
Yeah, he would. So are you okay? No, I'm dying. But he knows how I am. Even though I could be a little tad crazy. He actually called me crazy one time. I was like, at least you know. At least he knows.
Or probably in the way kind of like, because I think you're crazy. Because I think me crazy. Possibly.
True. He's awesome, and he keeps me calm. I don't know what I did without him. He's something I was least expecting. But yeah, I don't. My season of depression has just been. I'm fighting it, but at least. Oh, hello. Oh, I know. I'm okay. But yeah, my season kind of got kick started, but I'm fighting it. I don't think I told Dave about it. I try to keep things to myself more than anything, but I'm
Oh my goodness. So I forgot I had this thing on my head, right? I went out in the hallway and my cat just totally freaked out. All right, what'd I miss?
Alex just had a big burp
Oh, geez.
just now.
So I guess my cat's afraid of these feet.
A burp.
I walk out in the hallway, she goes, "Meow," does the whole Halloween kitty thing.
yeah, we finished up talking about that, and I was talking about my seasonal depression. God dang it. Big Bert decides to just like boom, and then that was something that was. I have big burps, as you can tell. For a small woman like me, comes up with a big burp. That's kind of scary.
My daughter, when we moved from York, Pennsylvania, back to Florida,
Mm-hmm.
the kids wrote her a card, like because they knew that she wasn't coming back the next because we were going to be moving over the summer. So the teacher had the kids write her a card,
Oh.
each kid, and she got all these cards from these little boys. To JC, the only girl I know that can burp her name. To JC, the only girl I know that can burp the ABCs. Because of her brothers would sit out on the porch with her because they're 11 and 10 years apart, the two brothers and her.
Mm-hmm.
And they would sit and teach her how to burp her name, burp her ABCs. So she would do it at school, and all the boys loved it because, she was in like first grade or whatever. But all of them on their little cards, the only girl I know that can burp her name.
But I can't burp my name or anything like that. I can do big burps. If there was a burping competition, I'd probably beat everybody in that. That one just came out of nowhere. I was like, okay, and then a boom, like, shit. Usually I know when it comes, so I can muffle it or anything, but that one was just like
slipped out.
It slipped out. It was just like, oh shit. Because my family knows how big I can burp, and when people who don't know me, like, oh my god, it's just like I can't. Part of it, a lot of people say, oh, you need to control it. I can't help that because that's just how it comes out. It's all natural. So I've tried to.
Yeah, so I thought something was behind me when I walked out there. She was like, "Meow," and does the Halloween kitty, and she's going, "Fish." And I'm like, "Oh man, I'm afraid to turn around. There's something in my hallway. Here's this thing on my head." Because when I bent down, she was all like, "Oh,
That's
like, what the hell's wrong with you, you asshole?" So she won't even come near me. She's sitting over there looking at me like, "Get that off of your head. What is that?" Do you remember when I did that? When I had the bunny ears and she hissed at me?
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Over bunny ears. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Wacko cat.
It is. She is a wacko cat. Okay, I got one coming. Okay. That one I knew that was going to come.
I am gonna get off because I am feeling so tired. I am
Yeah, you look
yawning.
very tired. You have to work in the morning.
No, not tomorrow morning. I'm off till Monday.
Oh, that's good.
I'm glad. I'm glad I got to be here and because I wanted to share what I need to get something off my chest.
Yeah. I think it's a good idea. I think you're going to do good.
Yep.
And I think the gamers will come over with you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
And new gamers will join.
Yep. And oh yes, and when it comes to the 7 Days to Die series on the new official channel, it's gonna restart from the beginning but this time with all the knowledge I've learned, now it's gonna be even more fun. And of course, you're seeing the zombie names, and then
I love the zombie names.
and the and the overlay clips on some of the zombies that get defeated, and there's the Al Pacino one. Say hello to my little friend.
Yeah, I love that. Because when I'm watching it, my family will hear, because they can hear you. Because my mom always goes, "Oh, there's the nice gamer with the nice calm voice. I like that gamer you watch." She always says he has a calm voice. And then
Really?
all of a sudden you hear, "You belong to the streets," like that. And my mom looks over and I'm like, "It's part of it." She's like, "Oh, okay."
Now, make
But
sure
Heidi
they
Joe
make sure
will
they
go, "Bronco country, let's ride." Heidi Joe will say that. She said it in the car when I took her to go get her blood work. We get in the car and she goes, "Bronco country, let's ride." I'm like, okay. And I put the car and drive.
and many times, and I changed the pitch on that to make it sound even more funny.
It's funny though, but I love my mom's face because she's like, "Oh, I love listening when that guy talks. His voice is so calm. She belongs to the streets." My mom's like,
and on the Lulu and Madonna zombies.
yes,
and you know where they belong. You know where they belong. She belongs to the streets.
Yeah, she was just like, "What the hell was that?" I'm like, "It's a long story, but she'll watch it if I put it up on the TV. My mom will watch it because she loves his voice." So there's that.
Well, there's going to be an episode each day, tomorrow and Sunday, and same time.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't know if tomorrow I might not get to watch it till the afternoon because I got busy morning.
It's going to go all the way to episode 40. And then wait till we start going to the desert biome.
Well, we just started there today. You gave us the idea that's where we're going. And it already looks gnarly.
So and then just today was, the end of the Pine Forest chapter.
I mean, you weren't even in there 3 seconds and 2 wild boars you got. That quick. So that seems to be a lot of wild boars around.
Yep, and now we're in the burnt forest. There's more wildlife there.
Now, is there anything that you've never seen before that you have seen?
The zombie direwolf is one of them.
Yeah. He scared the shit out of me. I was screaming.
Because I was like, what is that?
But I like the idea with that you had with the, running across. And then I thought, will zombies go in water?
They can. Yes, they can.
Oh.
They can go in water.
I was going to say, if they're afraid of water, you could do a moat.
Yeah, they can still go through water. Because they will find a path to try and get to you. And it's not like the legacy version, because they are structural engineers. In this version, they will find the weakest spot to break down if they don't have a path to get you. If they don't have a path to get to you.
Right.
So that's why I designed that horde base. And that's why I had the cage up there, because of the birds.
Because if they fall, that gives you a minute. Shooting at them knocks them down.
Either shooting at them or if they get crowded.
Right.
And depends on the firepower too. Sometimes it causes a knockback and it can cause them to fall off. Now the way I set up the ladders on the top, it's for the birds because we do get birds.
Yeah, because I know in one of the comments on your house you have lattice. I seen when you were walking up to your home base.
Yeah. There's
lattice on the side of your porch, and that's why I asked the question: is there a way for you to build that lattice and stick it? But you already did. You did something similar to it.
Yep, and then I just press and hold the corresponding button, and it will give me the options of what shape on the building block.
Right.
And I can also copy and shape the structure. Copy the design, copy the shape to make things easier.
Right. But that was a good idea because you didn't have birds before, did you? Or it was later in the game?
There's always been birds in this version. They come on, they're on rooftops, and then now they appear in horde nights, and starting on day 14.
Right.
Yeah, the legacy one didn't have birds.
Nope. They didn't have.
Or that wolf. I never saw that. wolf before.
The dire wolf, no,
No.
that's new. But
You know
but
what's so
but
weird?
they
The
do have
dire wolf is
wolves.
actually extinct.
Yep. So they threw in a bigger wolf. Because in the ones in the PC they had over the years, they did have wolves, and they have an even larger wolf, which is the dire wolf. And now with this current version, they made it into a zombie dire wolf. And by defeating them, you are guaranteed a red loot bag they drop.
Did you get the red loot bag?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So now even bears can become zombies.
Yes, there are also zombie
So
bears, and they are
all
guaranteed
the animals
red
can
loot
become
bags.
zombies.
Not all the animals.
Mm.
You have the boars, and there's also a big boss boar called Grace, which I have yet to see.
And
And
she's a zombie?
it's a zombie pig.
Oh, geez. Okay. Yeah, because
Yep.
those pigs aren't easy to kill.
Mm-mm.
Nope, you need the firepower. And
You're going to need a bomb.
yes, that's what. Yep, pipe bombs, Molotovs.
Yeah, something. Knock her on her ass.
Yep, and
And I mean, you were hitting that wolf.
it's a pipe machine gun I was using. It's
Yeah,
not the
and I
best.
mean, he was just like, okay.
Yeah.
At first, I was like, and then I started screaming, hurry up, kill it, kill it. And then finally it went down. I was
Died,
like,
and it dropped the
wow.
red loot bag.
But that was pretty cool. But the Horde Knights, they are intense.
Yep. Oh, it gets even better. Wait till the day 21 horde. There's
Oh,
a
geez.
possibility there's going to be cop zombies.
Oh, jeez.
I hate them.
Yeah, they're range puke and ew, brother, ew, what's that?
That is gross.
Oh, and then if you think that was
Now,
fun, wait
besides
till
the
they
ones we're aware of,
and you've seen the screamers.
did you have one yet?
A few episodes ago, during an infested job,
Yes, I remember
those
now.
are the
Yes.
two screamers.
Now, what draws them in? Because remember in the old
The
game,
amount of heat gathered in a chunk of blocks. It's the amount of heat generated by your activities and firing up your stations, using your guns. They it creates heat within a certain block, within a certain amount of blocks.
Mhm.
now besides the ones we already know, since you've played up to almost 40 episodes, I assume, are there any new zombies that appear?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh cool.
Yes. Now, first, you got the basic ones, and then when you see them with yellow eyes, they're feral. They have more health.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, what's that mean?
They're feral zombies. They hit a little harder, and they have more health. They're tankier.
Oh, okay.
And they run a little bit more than normal speed. There are feral variants, and there are also radiated versions of them. They're glowing green. Radiated green.
Oh, Lord. See a zombie that's radiated like a...
The thing is, it's going to take more than just melee to take them down, because you're going to need, because their health regenerates. Their health regenerates. So unless you have a gun that's equipped with the rad remover mod, it will stop their health regeneration.
That's a lot to remember.
I don't want to see.
Yeah, you have the radiated ones, and then you also have, and then one of the strongest variants of zombies that will get a very high game stage is the Demolisher.
Okay.
It's a big zombie that looks like he's armed, but he's got a demolition charge strapped to the chest, and you gotta avoid hitting that bomb, because it will wreck a lot of block damage. It will do a lot of block damage. It can destroy my defenses. I have to avoid hitting the bomb.
Damn.
And especially when it comes to setting up electrical traps, which is something new they've introduced. Electrical traps, traps have to also ensure that it doesn't hit the bomb on the Demolisher. Because if it hits the bomb, tick, 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 boom, explosion.
Are you able to run away from the explosion, or no? Not enough time.
You can. If once you hear the warning beeps, get back.
Mm.
It's more block damage than
Yeah, this is
when
gonna
the
get
cop.
really
It's more
intense.
block damage than the cops blowing up.
Oh wow.
You remember
That
cop
And I
zombies
like
when they
it.
take
I
when
like
they
the
take enough
job
damage. When the
because
cop
that's
zombies
new,
take enough
right?
damage, they will start running up and then they blow up.
Because the jobs are new as well, right?
Yep.
And I like that part of the game that you can go and do jobs.
Mm-hmm. Clear zombies, find berry supplies.
Well, it just seems like it gives you more like experience points because you're
Mm-hmm.
doing all those
And
jobs.
also and also some dukes to spend, coin for the trader, and you also get rewarded.
Oh, sorry, I still have that cough, and it just comes and goes.
You get rewarded, and you also get rewarded for completing tiers and allowing you to start doing harder jobs, which is our higher tiers. And
Right.
and it will send you to a place, like a tier 1 job will send you to a tier 1 location, a place of interest.
Right.
The hardest one is the tier 5s. Tier
What was
5s
that
are
one that you almost? I think you aborted it. Did you abort it?
no. There's one that caused me to fail. That's because of the screamer spawning.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. That's when the screamer came.
A
I was
screamer
trying
just
to
showed up.
remember.
It just showed up. The screamer is it's just showed up, and it
And
caused me
so
to
what
abandon
happened?
my
It
job.
chased you out of the barrier, and then that dropped the
Yeah,
job. Is
there was
that
a
how it
limited
happened?
barrier.
Yeah.
I left the barrier because I was focused on trying to take out that screamer,
Right.
and then summoned the Imperials, which I call the Wandering Hordes Imperials because I did mention why I do that.
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is. The game. I really. What I like the most about it is you can see so well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the old version, it was like
I
everything
have to
all
change
seemed
the
like it was
gamma.
in the
I have
fog.
to change the gamma settings.
Yeah, and I mean, you can really see good, and I like the more. I like it because it has more details. Because even the zombies
Yeah,
look scarier. And all.
the developers did work so hard to bring it to consoles.
Yeah, because I mean, even the zombies look cool now. They're not just
Yeah,
so plain. They look pretty
Like
cool.
Frank and Joey.
Frank and Joy of the Legion from Dead by Daylight.
Yeah.
Frank is the one with the green hoodie, and then the hazmat zombies. Walter's the one in the orange and gray hazmat suits.
Yeah, we saw
Just-
Walt. Well, I saw Walter for the first time. I think it was yesterday's. Was it yesterday or today's episode?
I think it was the infested job I did. Episode
Yeah.
13.
That was yesterday, right?
No, the day before.
Day before. Okay.
Today
Sorry.
was episode 15.
My days are just running together. But I've been catching it with my, like, when I get up, I start my job, and then I'll take a break and have a coffee, and that's when I'll watch this, if it's uploaded.
Yep. Tomorrow, episode 16, Sunday, 17, and so forth.
And you're just going to do it daily?
Yeah, until I get episode 40 uploaded, and then I will start making my transition to my new dedicated
Okay.
channel, and then start from
Right.
episode 1 of the Fresh Start series of 7 Days to Die.
Okay.
I'm so excited to go, and I'm going to go, all right, guys, what is going on? And welcome back to the Toilet Studios here on my new official gaming channel. Or I'm trying to get a pickup line to start things up. I'm still working on that.
Yeah, we'll work on it. It sounds good.
And all right, guys. And all right, guys, what is going on? And welcome back to another video in the Toilet Studios on my official gaming channel.
There you go. That sounds pretty good.
Mhm.
So just need to practice
Just keep
that line
recording
over and over.
yourself and practice until you
Yeah.
feel you got it good.
Yeah.
Because you do a good job on that, and you do a good job editing.
Yep, and I taught myself well.
Mhm.
And
I wish I could edit. If I could figure it out. I mean, I probably could if I had the time to just sit down and really learn.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But
yeah.
it's like sometimes I just don't have the time. Like, I'm surprised I didn't have to go to my son's house tonight, or like I got everything done this week. So I'm not like worrying about shipments tomorrow. Everything went out today and done. Thank goodness. Witch hat.
Hmm.
Witch hat soap. And it's about this big. It's a little witch hat mold. What a pain in the butt to wrap. Oh my gosh, was that? Till I figured out like a little system to make it go quick. It was like, man, okay, I don't want to do these again. Don't I get like an order for 50 more? I'm like, oh my God.
Hmm.
But now that I got it down, like I just had to sit and practice with it till, because it has to be covered correctly. I mean, you don't want,
Oh yeah.
I didn't want the tips of the hats busting off and shipping. So I had to, bubble wrap them in that. But they came out cute. I was hoping I'd have some extras so I could share them, but not with the new order came in. So that's already set to the side. I got to make another batch. But yeah, I'll send you one if we have some left. I'm going to try to make some extra. I just got to I usually have my oils already measured out for certain batches, but I'm going to add to it. Like do a batch.
Jim is waiting for your soap that you made just for him.
What's that?
I said Jim is waiting for that soap.
Oh, he wants more soap. Okay, I got to pull the recipe out and look.
He's like, let's discuss this. I don't know. She's just been busy with new stuff and everything. He says, you gotta let her know I want some of that soap that smells so good. I'm like, okay. He loves it.
Yeah, that's what did we call it?
Kamikaze.
Kamikaze, that's right.
That's the funny
I'll look
part
up
is
the recipe tomorrow and see if I can whip something together.
All right. I'm going to get off and start getting ready for bed.
okay.
All right. It was nice
you.
talking to you.
Of course. Thank you all so much for having me here.
Of course, you're always welcome.
Yep.
Awesome.
Hopefully I'll be able to do it again next week.
Oh,
All
yes.
right, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yep. And hopefully this time I'm not feeling so tired.
That's all right. It's been a long week.
Yeah.
All right. I will catch you all next time.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Man, last night when I fell asleep, I had my arm like this underneath me and I rolled over on my stomach. And
Oh.
yeah. So I must have slept like that all night. Because it's twinging and like, what the hell?
Oh my goodness.
I don't even know where I put my phone. Did you hear my phone going off at all?
I thought I heard it once.
I found it.
You found it. But yeah, I'm glad Diego felt safe to talk about it.
I mean, I understand. I think maybe he seems like, like he trusts us, especially you. And to say it out loud in a group that he trusts, even though anybody could join, be watching, it's just I think he felt more comfortable sharing it with people he trusts first, and in an environment in case somebody would have came on with a comment, because we would have jacked him up.
Oh yeah. I mean,
but I think I understand, his point, because like I'm sure a lot of his subscribers don't watch him if they originally joined because it was a football reaction.
Oh, yeah.
They probably just didn't unsubscribe, but they don't watch either. So if he goes in,
it's just a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and if he goes in and it right off the bat as a gaming channel, then of course all the gamers are going to come over with him.
Oh yeah.
But then he'll gain other followers.
Yeah, I think he's going to gain a lot more I feel like he's going to gain a lot more subscribers too, and just I feel like it's going to be a good transition for him and a good change for him.
Right.
So I'm happy. You know,
And he really seems to be enjoying the new console edition, 7 Days to Die. You can hear it in his voice.
oh yeah,
Like anytime he experiences something new on it,
mm-hmm.
as he's filming, he's like, whoa, check that out. You know,
Yeah.
like, and what I like about it is for an older person, because I don't game those kind of games because they make me nervous.
Right.
You know what I mean? That he explains everything that he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I got to make this because this, if I make this, then I can make that. And this will do this. And this will keep the zombie from doing that. Like, he doesn't just go, I'm going to build this and build it. He tells you what he's doing. I have to start out with the wood, put the cobblestone on because that's stronger. Like, he's one of them gamers that helps you understand. And even like the other one, the Elder.
Elden Ring.
Yeah. Like, he explains as he's going on, and then you can follow along and hear the story of the game. That's what I like. I like the stories of it. You know,
I do too. He makes the games very interesting.
Yes, and he always explains.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he has a lot of knowledge. Like, okay, you can pick that up, but leave it for now because we got to go over here and do something first. And then that'll make that more valuable. We'll need that later. Like, he explains why he's doing something.
And because a lot of gamers don't do that. And I'm glad he does it because it makes it more fun and understanding. And
right, because if you're running down in a cave and you're coming up on this monster and you just fight it without saying anything.
Exactly.
He explains to you, okay, we're going to go down this cave. There's going to be a Dementor, let's say. There's going to be a Dementor. This is what he's about. This is weapons you're going to need. You might want to, you know, bulk up on this and do that. Like, he explains to you. So if you ever wanted to play the game and you bought the game, you're going, oh man, I remember this. You know, Diego said, don't go just running in there willy-nilly. You got to have certain abilities before you go try this monster, you know?
Yep, exactly.
That's what I like. Because even my grandson has watched a couple of his videos because, you know, I said, oh, you're playing a game that my friend plays. I can't get through this. I'm like, here, I think that's on episode whatever. And he's even watched it and figured out it was one of the ones with the cave where the monster had those, like, bam, bam, like he would come down. And even Diego got in one of the, and had to start over. It was last year. One of the games he was playing. And that monster was crazy. It was really hard. But Blake watched it 3 times till he saw what Diego did. And then he went on his game and did the same thing and got through it. Because he kept getting killed and he was getting to the point where he was not wanting to play the game anymore. Because he just couldn't get through it. And I guess wherever Diego hit the spot that took it down, Blake, once he saw where it was, he was like, oh yeah, it's on now. But, yeah,
and that's great.
He watched that episode 3 times.
You know, that's awesome. That's what the walkthroughs are for. You know, even though it's like sometimes he creates a new series for a new character, so people can understand it and see what kind of what works with this character, with this, you know, these tricks.
And then, like, people think, okay, I'll watch the whole series. Like on the Eldering one, I'm only maybe 9 episodes in from the beginning because I take my time because I usually it's while I'm soaping and sometimes I have to rewind it if I get busy and miss a part because I like the story. It's like a TV show to me because I know I'm never going to play it because I'm not coordinated enough to do all that.
Right.
Like all those battles, it just freaks me out. It gets my sensory to a point where I'll just freeze and be killed. So, but I love the storyline behind them. You know what I mean? Because that Elden Ring has a really cool story to it.
Yeah, it does.
You know? So to me, it's like watching a series, you know, like I would put on Netflix or something, watch the next. But with the Elder Ring, I've just taken my time with it. I watch it when I'm in my soap room. But 7 Days to Die, I go get my coffee and I sit down and watch it because I'm amazed with how different it is now. Like the graphics are amazing, and it just looks like now he's in that burning forest or whatever.
The burnt forest, yeah.
And like even you can see the flames. Like before, you would have figured it was hot, but you can actually see the little flames going.
Yeah.
I think that's cool. I like when games have cool graphics like that.
Like with my brother-in-law, Timmy, he says if he's streaming, he knows that if Diego's streaming, say, hey, can you put Diego's stream on for me so I can watch it? No problem.
Yeah. And he has a calming voice.
Yeah.
But like I said, like even, I don't know, for someone that I love games, but I don't always like to play them.
Yep, exactly.
I want to watch, like, and I can't be up at my grandson's or my son's house watching my grandson, the whole time I'm there, just him play his game so I can hear the story, so it's nice having it where I can look at it on YouTube and watch the whole thing from day one.
Yep.
That's what I like.
And also help your grandson and say, hey, I know somebody can help you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, me and him watched, not last weekend because I was sick, but the weekend before when he was staying overnight, we watched a lot of Diego stuff. He was flipping through it all.
Really
what
nice.
palette did you use on your work look? That came out really cute. It was like a little 5-pan or 4-pan.
Yeah. What's this one?
Yeah, that look came out really cute for work.
Yeah, I got this from Ipsy actually.
Yeah, I seen your unboxing. Oh, now I can see it better. Oh, that's pretty.
Mm-hmm. I got a lot of compliments at work too.
Now, do you wear makeup to work every time?
Not every single time.
Sorry, I'm eating jelly beans.
Oh, you're fine. My favorite jelly bean has to be the orange.
These are Jelly Bellies.
Ooh.
And I like the pear and the mango ones. And the peach. They're really good.
I don't care for the licorice. Ugh.
No, I don't. I pick all them out.
I'm like, yeah. I don't care if it's good for you. But yeah, I don't wear makeup every single day every time I work because sometimes I have to be like 11 o'clock. I have to be there at 11. So it's just like there's no point in the morning.
Hey, Snow.
You kind of missed somebody. You missed Diego. He was on the stream.
Yeah, so anyway, finally this sickness is done, except for a little bit of a dry cough. And I went, everything was negative. All the tests were negative.
Oh, that's good.
It wasn't flu, but they couldn't figure it out. They didn't even know how to treat it. And it was lingering.
One of those damn flus.
It wasn't a flu, A or B. It wasn't COVID. It wasn't strep. They were like, you're negative for everything. No, they did give me something.
Oh, you're taking.
My ear was clogged.
Oh, she's taking.
Oh, no.
Oh,
What's wrong with it?
what's wrong with her?
I swear Gypsy caught that cold for me. She was sneezing for like 3 or 4 days, and then she recovered, but she wasn't eating right either.
Was it after she got the damn mouse?
No, it was before. She just did that 2 days ago.
When you told me that she dropped, I started laughing. I was like, oh shit, I can't really laugh because I was eating my hot fry. Oh.
Aw, poor thing.
Poor baby.
She'll be okay.
But yeah, when you said that Gypsy just threw got into it. Was wet, and they were like, "Oh shit!" She didn't know.
Because she's done that to me before. She laid one on my lap, but it was a half of one. And I flung it, not because I wasn't paying attention, then realized, looked down on my leg and went, there's blood on my leg. Oh my God. And she brought it right back. And I was like, ah. That was
You had to act like you had to eat it.
yeah. I know when my daughter's cat got neutered, which spaying is a lot more involved, bigger cut in that. But Magic wasn't right for 2 days from the anesthetic. He was like just walking around with his head doing that. And I'm like, the hell is wrong? We called the vet. And he's like, that happens sometimes. It'll take him a couple of days to adjust. And I was like, really?
Till he realizes both
didn't do that.
We'll have to do it with both Oreo and Stony, get their balls cut off.
I just with Luna, she had a hard time. She kept throwing up.
Oh.
Which was hurting her me even more. And I couldn't get the pain medication into her. She just, I don't care what you did. I did that pill popper thing where you put the wet food like on the end of it and then hold your mouth shut. Boom, that pill would come right out. I'm like, are you kidding me? So, but she kept puking, and I think that's why. Oh yeah, definitely keep her locked up because that's what they told me. It's the other cat in the house. You have to be careful when they first come back from surgery. And that's, even though you're saying that Yummy isn't nice, it's all like when you have a house full of cats, have you noticed that? Mm-hmm. One's injured, they'll start picking on the injured one.
Oh yeah.
It's just instinct.
Yeah.
Because that's what we had to do to Luna from Magic. He was mean to her. Well, first off, he didn't want her cone on. Like he would hiss because she had the cone on, and he would go over and go, pat, pat, pat on the cone. And I'd be like, and then which would scare her, so I was like, no, we're putting her in one room and he's going to have to stay in JC's room. So I put her in my room, in my bedroom. So she had quiet, They heal up pretty quick, though.
Oh, yeah.
Even the spayed ones.
They have that magic.
She'll be fine. She'll be okay. She'll appreciate it in the long run.
Oh, yeah.
And then now her personality will change. She'll either get bitchy or more mellow. Because one cat that my aunt had became like a bitch after she got spayed. Like,
oh shit,
I'm above everybody. Don't touch me. Like she just became unloving. It was weird. And then
that's because of the hormones and all of that.
And her other cat became like a love bug, always on your lap, always hugging you.
Jim wants Sissy, who is his cat downstairs, to be fixed. And she's a bitch. I'm scared if she gets her.
She'll probably mellow out because they did exact opposite. The bitchy cat went mellow, and the mellow cat went not mean or bitchy. She went like as if she was above all of us. Like literally the cat would roll her eyes. No matter what you did, it wasn't good enough. She was like, became a Miss Priss. Like
I don't know. Sissy's just one of those weird ones. We have weird cats anyway, so anything to say, oh, your cat might go mellow. Well, I have a feeling about this cat. My cat might be bitchy, more bitchy. She's very mellow with Jim. But the rest of us, she's like, if I'm going to be a bitch, I'm going to be a bitch to you.
Right.
But I'm never going to be nice to you. I'm going to think you're nice. So
Oh, look at Gypsy. She's mean to everybody but me.
that's how Sissy is with Jim. So I'm always the bad guy.
She tolerates Matt, but and Matt can pet her but not too much. Matt can literally only go. She'll go like this, and then she'll go rant, and he knows that's enough, and it's literally that much, and she'll go and he'll pull his hand back.
Yeah, that's how Sissy is with a lot of people.
I cannot remember the last time. When she was little, she used to climb up on his chest and put her head under his beard.
Aww.
And she's 8 now. 7 years ago. That all stopped as soon as she hit about a year old. Never did she ever climb back up on his chest and cuddle with him. She just totally was like, nope, don't want to be around him no more. I got my mom. That's all I want. It was really weird.
Well, we can't have Lion or Sissy together because Lion is more the dominant one. Same with Sissy. Sissy's one of the dominant two. So them two, we have to separate them. I think we know why that Lion and Sissy, because for the longest time, they were both in my room and they were fine. And then Lion decides to go downstairs for a gym for the longest before she had her paw hurt and everything. And then Sissy took over. And they started fighting, so I think it was because of a man. You know how girls are.
Yeah.
They fight over a man. And that's what happened.
Well, see, I always thought that Gypsy would end up being Matt's cat because of that. But she hates all the males. Like, she does not care for my grandsons. She won't hurt them. But she will hiss if they come up to her too quick. She'll hiss and run away. And she does not like Matt's son. She doesn't like my grandsons. My granddaughter, she'll look around the corner. She doesn't hiss at her, but she don't go near her either.
Mm-hmm.
But she's not mean to her. You know, like she'll actually hiss at the boys or bap their feet when they walk by. Like all males, it's like she hates males. And it's weird. And I told you that I haven't been able to have her fixed because of that kidney issue.
Mm-hmm.
The pandemic happened, and then she got thrown out of that other vet's office, and it's been a thing. But even if she's in heat, she does not go to Matt.
That's weird because Sissy.
And if a male cat comes near the window, even if she's in heat, she will shred my blinds like a lunatic, screaming at him.
I guess she doesn't like men.
Yep.
Like with Sissy, when she's in heat and everything, she likes everybody.
Yeah.
But she stays away from Jim most of the time.
Yeah, Gypsy don't like, and it's weird. We tried to introduce her to a kitten. And I mean, if we would have let the kitten, her get to it, she would have killed it. She would have killed it instantly.
Yeah,
we had it in a carrier. I had to scruff her and put her in the room because I was afraid she was going to rip her claws right out of her paws. That's how bad she was trying to get into that carrier.
Yeah, she's better off by herself. She's the top one of those cats. She's
better off. Another cat. I felt that fuzz man. Remember last year I was feeding him, but he got a home now.
Oh, that's good.
That stray cat. Somebody took him and they got him neutered, and he's living a good life right now. But I wanted him, and I tried to introduce them through the glass, there was no way she was having it.
No, she's the type of cat that
I really feel like she has some kind of brain damage, like from whatever happened to her when I rescued her.
She could have some brain damage.
Because I've never seen a cat that, even when they're in heat, shred up a male cat.
That is weird.
Okay, Snow.
Okay.
Thank you for stopping by.
Nope. But that's weird for a cat who's in heat.
Yeah. She even got out. She even got out one time. She fell through the screen. The screen fell
Oh
out,
shit.
and she was in heat. And I heard her screaming. This is why I knew how I even knew you too, Snow. This is how I knew she was out. I heard her screaming. I was blow drying my hair. I went running outside. She was hanging on the side of the house. There was 2 male cats. She was trying to get back in the window. And she was hanging by one arm and down clawing at them, screaming, trying to swipe at them. And I scruffed her, and I had to put her under my jacket because those male cats were actually coming after me when I scruffed her.
Mm-hmm.
So I went up and I slammed the window shut. And as soon as I let her down, she was like all shook up. She ran. She went up underneath my bed in my room. And she didn't come out the rest of the day. And it was like her heat instantly stopped. If it didn't, she didn't act like she was in heat for the rest of the heat.
That's like I said, that's just weird for a cat to do that.
Well, that's why she got thrown out. She got thrown out of that vet's office because she only weighs a little bit under 9 pounds. She's a small, tiny cat. I mean, she was only like this big when I got her. Okay. So 4 people, the vet and 3 vet techs, to hold her down. And one of the vet techs still got bit because she's so wiry. She does not give up. She does not submit. This little bitch, you know how they have that like spray to like make them a little bit groggy? She won't breathe. She'll put her head back. It's like she knows that's gonna it's like she knows.
That cat's smart. That's scary smart.
Hold it over her face and wait for her to start breathing and spray it to make her limp enough to give her the shot she needed. But that kidney medication, loved it. I'd say, time for your med. Boop, boop, boop. Come right up. I'd go, dunk, and she'd just take it. Loved it. Yeah. You ought to
Dang.
you ought to see me trying to get her in the carrier to take her to the vet. I had to put Matt's welding gloves on. He has to hold the thing open, shove her down in, and as I'm trying to let go of her, she's hanging on. I mean, she's insane.
She's
I
fucking nuts.
I told them, I'll bring her up to have her fixed, but you do the kind that you do when you trap and release. I want those kind of sutures because I'm telling you, I will never get her back in the carrier once you do that to her. There ain't no way she's falling for it. I said, just from her having shots in the kidney test, it was murder. The first time she went right away, that because of what they did to her, they had to draw blood, and then they gave her shots, and she was just not happy. After that, welding gloves to get her in the fucking carrier.
Your cat's fucking nuts. That's all I gotta say.
If I can catch her when a cat walks by her house screaming at the window like a psychotic lunatic, I'll film her so you can see what a psycho she is.
I don't understand that.
And here's the thing, because I'll talk about her. Everybody's like looking at me and they're like, oh, cats don't do that. And then they come visit me and she's like, and tears them apart. When I tell them, don't touch her, don't approach her, leave her alone, and she'll leave you alone. And then they're shocked of her behavior. And I've never owned a cat before. I got Mushy. She was already older and she was real mellow. You know what I mean? And then she passed away. This is the first cat I've ever owned from a kitten. And this is my first experience because do you think I want another cat? No, I don't, because of my experience with her. Because when my brother comes over, all my brother has to do is pull up and she hears his vehicle and she starts growling like a dog. I have to scruff her, walk up the stairs, put her in my room, or she will shred my brother's face off when he comes in. She hates my brother and he's never done nothing to her.
She's fucking nuts. I have dealt with some weird ass cats.
No, this one is like, did you ever see that video where the it said the cat said no, and the cat runs up and jumps on the woman's face and is trying to attack the lady's face. That's Gypsy.
I believe it.
But if I walk in the room and go, "What are you doing?" she immediately stops and runs up to my room and puts herself away. But if I'm not there to protect, like if I leave the house, I lock her in the room because I'm afraid if Matt gets company or if a visitor comes over and I'm not here to control her, that she'll actually literally hurt someone.
She's one of those cats that you really like.
And she's
smart, Tiger.
Like I can't even predict it. She's totally unpredictable. She can be standing there really calm and just looking at the kids. And then like I'm starting to pick up on it. I'll hear the noise. Like she makes this little, and I'll go, "Don't." And as soon as I say don't, she puts herself away. But if I don't say don't, full on attack at their legs, biting, scratching, hanging on like a psychotic lunatic.
I think she's one of those souls like.
Yeah, because when this cat dies, no pets for a while, a long while. She has put me through the ropes. These last 8 years have been something with this cat because of her meanness.
Yeah, she's very mean.
I mean, when have you ever walked into a person's house that has a cat and have to guard, have the person say, "Oh, let me put my cat away because in case she attacks you."
Actually, Jesse and Timmy had a cat named Watcher. And he only liked Timmy. He didn't like nobody else. Basically, what you're talking about your brother with Gypsy, my sister Dottie, every cat will come to her, no problem. But they said that Watcher would attack her.
Yes, I don't understand. Because the thing that I don't understand, what upsets me about it, she's been nothing but loved. She was sickly when she came. The poor thing was so flea ridden. It's a wonder she had any blood left in her. I got the fleas off. All the other kittens in that group were eating and bigger than her. So she was the runt and pushed off to the side. Her little teeth were so little, she couldn't even chew wet food. So I went down to Gittler's and got kitten milk and bottles. I bottle fed her, and I fed her off my finger wet food, mushed up wet food to get her to eat. And they told me at the vet's office because she only weighed 1 pound, 1 ounce when I got her. And 17 ounces or whatever it was. I think that's what it was. And they said she wasn't going to make it. There's just no way. And they gave me this paste to give her, like this Nutra paste. And they gave me a different kind of formula to give her. So they said they doubted she would make it. Well, I bathed her in Dawn dish liquid, got all the fleas off of her, made sure my house was treated so they wouldn't go back on her. And because she was very anemic from the fleas. And I bottle fed her and I hand fed her until she could eat wet, like moistened dry food, the kitten chow. And she started to be able to eat that. And she started growing rapidly. But I think she's never gone above 9 pounds. She's a tiny little girl. She has a tiny little head, compared to like Luna and Magic. And that cat behind you is probably way bigger than that cat's head.
She's probably about 10 months. 10 pounds.
And she's just a tiny little thing. But I just feel like her growth was stunted. And I just feel like whatever was going on with her, she has some kind of brain damage. That's the only way I can explain it. Because she's been treated.
Could have easily had brain damage.
Everybody's
especially anemic.
What?
Especially being anemic with all those fleas, she could have easily got brain damage from that.
Right. Because she's been treated with nothing but love. I've only ever reprimanded her twice. And I didn't hit her or anything, but I scruffed her and showed her, no, you don't do that no more. you know, and because she's real, she reacts to verbal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I showed her where to scratch. I put a board on my wall. There's a board that I screwed to the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And every time she'd scratch something, I would go, nope. And I'd pick her up like her mother would, scruff her, take her over there, and I would hold her feet and scratch it on the wood. That's where you do it. I'll take a picture of the wood and show you what it looks. It's almost the whole way through.
Dang.
So I'm going to have to replace it soon. But she's been scratching that place for 8 years. But she doesn't scratch my furniture, and she don't tear my shit up. And
Yeah,
she's never chewed, like she don't chew wires.
Mm-hmm.
I showed her one, you know, I used that bitter stuff, and I didn't put it on the wires. If I caught her chewing the wire, I would go, no, pull her up, and I would take my finger and wipe it on the roof of her mouth and make her have that bad taste. And she'd be like, oh, okay. So she just quit going near them.
Whatever works.
But other than that, she's always been treated kind, and
Mm-hmm.
everybody always, she's beautiful. She's very pretty, and she has beautiful green eyes. And everybody's always like, oh my God, she's so beautiful. Don't touch her. Like, I'll be like, don't touch her, you know, and they learn the hard way.
Yeah.
Like my friend Angie and my other friend Billy comes over, and they know. They just walk by her and they ignore her. And she'll actually jump up and she'll bump Angie. And Angie can like just go, and then she'll just put her hand down and totally ignore her. She'll sniff her a couple and then walk away because they know to ignore her.
Yeah.
And, you know, every once in a while, Billy won't pet her because every once in a while she'll swat at Billy. But, you know, I think it's because she has cats too.
Oh,
She
yeah.
smells them. But yeah, I don't know what it is with my brother. She hates my brother.
That's,
And he's never done nothing to her.
she's just one of those cats that,
Well, I told you she attacked the gas man.
yeah, you did.
But it saved me money, though, because I wanted one of those outdoor reader things so they wouldn't have to keep coming in my house and go down in the basement to read the meter. But they wanted to charge me. It would have cost me $500 because I own a double house. There's 2 meters, right?
But
So because she attacked him, I got it for free because that was considered an insurance, like they couldn't come in. It was a liability or whatever. So they put the meters outside for free. So I didn't have to pay for it. So that's one good thing with her attack mode.
yeah, exactly. You get something for free.
Right? Yeah, because that would have cost me like $500.
Yeah, might as well use it.
All right, Heidi Joe's motioning to the cameras. I think she's ready for bed.
Yep. Same here.
Yeah, you getting tired?
Oh, yeah, just a little bit.
Me too. It's been a long week.
It has been. The
And a
kids,
busy week.
yeah, Jim and the kids are on a road trip right now.
All right, so you got the house to yourself a little bit?
Yeah, staying with everybody else in the house. We actually get peace and quiet for our next couple of days.
Oh, that'll be nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's always nice with no kids.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right, honey.
Okay.
I'm going to get off of here.
All right.
Let me find the button.
Find the button.
All right, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All righty.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. Hope everyone has a nice night. Hope you had a fun time. And remember, we might be crazy, but we're cute at the same time. I love you guys. Bye.